Today has been a fucking tough day, man. You guys know those type of days where it's just tough. Like you're looking at the day, looking at the work, looking at the pressure that are coming from different angles of yourself, people needing you, people asking you shit, and it's just tough. Like that. That's like the only way to really describe. If you now it's like 12 a.m. here in Bali. You look back at the day and you're like, today was just tough. I just had to bite through it. That was a day for me like that today, and I realized like I'm about to write down these manifestations, which is a topic for a different video. But I realized like just as I was finishing this last call, and I had like this little moment of silence for myself, just thinking about today. I realized that these tough days, right, are really what define you as like a founder. Whether you're like a content creator and you're solo running your own business, or you're actually running a company, or even if you're just leading like a relationship or even a friendship, you're going through like some shit, you need to take the lead. That's essentially what defines like you being a leader, being a founder, right? It essentially means that what I think it means is when days are tough, when you need to do shit, you have people that are relying on you from all different angles. You can sit there and not get overwhelmed by what's going on. Like, it's a lot, there's maybe even a lot, like too much for you to handle to the point where you're gonna slack on certain aspects of it. But that's not, you can still handle it. Like, no matter how, like, there's just this sort of inner feeling inside of you that's just gonna say, like, no matter what happens, like, I'm just gonna handle it, right? Sun is gonna come up tomorrow. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter how I feel. I'm just gonna do this work, get it out there, go to sleep. Tomorrow I'm gonna feel fine, right? Today is a day like that. And that's like perfect moment to just pick up this camera and just yap. So it's interesting how these days are essentially, if I look at it, the days that are gonna create the real difference between the person I am today and the person that I'm gonna be tomorrow and the person I'm gonna be in a year from now, and that whole compounding effect, right? Is how much stress and opinions and things that need to happen can you handle, and are you able to at some point also disappoint people, which is a big part of this whole thing. If I would have been obsessed with what other people think, which has been a big portion of my life so far, right, especially in my teenage years, been super obsessed about like what other people think, I would not be here. And it's a very important characteristic to understand of a leader, is that you take everybody's opinion into accountability, like into account, but you don't actually care. Like, you cannot be a leader and also not be able to disappoint people, because that's what's going to happen, right? In one book, in one person's mind, you're the hero. In the other one, you're the villain, right? That's just what's going to happen. So I was just thinking about it today, like, man, there's like all these things that need to happen. There's so much chaos. And I was like actually like really enjoying it today, which is a little side detail. Like, I actually really enjoyed today. But in the end, like, it's still hard. Like, you're just still training that muscle of like, yeah, I'm gonna disappoint this person, may need to talk to that person, may need to fix this. But in the end, sun's gonna come up tomorrow. I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow. And this whole loop is gonna keep on repeating, and I'm fine with being that guy, because I just have such a deep inner desire to be that leader. And yeah, I feel like if you have that quality, doesn't matter whether you are a founder building a big project, or again, you're leading someone in a relationship, or you're leading anybody in any shape or form, that is what's going to define you, right? Making the choice, today, I'm going to do my shit. I'm going to keep every single day focused on my goals. I'm going to take everyone's opinion into accountability, but in the end, I'm just going to do what I need to do. And I'm just going to move the ship, move the needle the way it needs to move, which is based on pure logic, and it's not based on this emotional state of how you fucking feel. And that's crazy, because I don't know, it just puts you in a very almost enlightened state. It's always what happens in the fucking late nights, right? You feel like a little enlightened or some shit. Anyways, it's my message of today. Not gonna be a very long video. Just want you to know, if you're going through something right now, or you could resonate with that feeling, know that what I think is going to define you as the champion that you want to become is that you're going to do it no matter what, and you're not going to complain about it, but you're going to actually, I guess, appreciate it. Appreciate that you get the chance to be that guy. Appreciate that people need you. Appreciate that you even get the chance to endure that stress, because most people don't, right? Most people simply don't. Most people will be stuck in the mental loop of living for other people, and I think that's a waste of your life, to be honest. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.